Good morning, friends. Today might be a little dreary outside. I am so chilly, but that doesn't mean that we can't have a wonderful day. Look at the good that is around you. Maybe think of some ideas of things that you can do in your house that is fun. You could build a fort. You could bake some cookies. I plan on making some brownies. You could teach your dog a new trick. You could paint a picture. There's so many things that you can do to keep your mind going, but also that is fun and puts a smile on your face. The book that I'm reading today and that goes along with a fun art project is something that I've always wanted to do. I really would like to do this with every single class I have or even the whole school. So it's a pretty neat idea because it shows how God makes us unique, how we're all special and different, but how wonderful and how beautiful that is. So the story we will be reading is called Only One You. And that is true, right? There's only one you. There's only one Mrs. Glare in the entire universe. There's no one else just like me. The author of this book is Linda Kranz, and she is also the illustrator. The cover is very pretty. I love seeing how all of those little fish are exactly the same, almost, but different, right? They're all fish, but they're different in how they look. I'm going to take the cover off because it kind of makes the book a little slippery and hard to hold. So the cover still says Only One You, our title. Inside on the front covers, oftentimes it's decorated in a clue of what the book might be about, maybe some artwork. And on the inside of this book, it has motivational quotes, kind of things that get you excited, like explore, smile often, love with your whole heart, play, develop a can-do attitude. All kinds of wonderful messages that we should try to live by. But let's dive into this story. Only One You by Linda Kranz. We're diving into the water. It's time, Papa said. I think it is, Mama agreed. Time for what? Audrey asked. Papa's voice softened. To share some wisdom. Always be on the lookout for a new friend. That's great advice, to always be looking for a new friend. Look for beauty wherever you are and keep the memory of it with you. So they're looking at some beautiful clouds. Maybe they're looking at each other, their family. And Papa is telling him, look for those beautiful things and lock them in your brain. Take a mental picture and save it. So maybe on a cloudy day like this, when you're feeling maybe a little gloomy, you can think back to those pictures of that beautiful day that we had the other weekend that was warm and sunny, and maybe you had some great memories. You think back to those great, beautiful things. Blend in where you need to. Stand out when you have the chance. So maybe you need to blend in to be safe or to follow directions. But when you can stand out and be unique, you should. Find your own way. You don't have to follow the crowd. So just because your friends all really like JoJo bows doesn't mean that you have to like JoJo bows. If all your friends like playing tag at recess, it doesn't mean you have to play tag at recess. Do what you like. Know when to speak. Know when to listen. So there's times in life where maybe someone needs you to give advice or to tell you something, and there's other times where you just need to listen, not say anything. And that goes with at school, but also at home, listening to moms and dads or grandmas and grandpas of what they have to say. Listening is important. No matter how you look at it, there is so much to discover. There are so many things to explore. Inside your house, outside your house, at school, everywhere there are things to explore. Maybe it's a day where you ask your mom or dad to look at old pictures. Look at pictures of you as a baby. Maybe look at pictures of them as a baby and learn about stories or things that maybe happened that you didn't know about. That's exploring your family, exploring your history. If you take a wrong turn, circle back. So if you make a mistake, if you take a wrong turn, it's okay. Turn right back around. If something gets in your way, move around it. You can see that there's a hook and they are moving around it. So that was in their way, but they're moving around it. Set aside some quiet time to relax, reflect every day. So this makes me think about how we did our intentions every day, how we took the time. We were hungry, we wanted our snack, we had just come from specials, but we took our time to reflect, to share our hearts and what we wanted to pray about. And you should still be doing that every single day because that time is special. It's quiet. You're reflecting or you're thinking, you're praying, and you're building that relationship with God. And you're also helping yourself to see what's beautiful around you, maybe some positives, and to get insight or those reflections, think about, help you to answer questions you have or come up with ideas. Appreciate art. It's all around you. Your bedroom is art. Your art that you make is art. The sky is art. You are art. Appreciate it and enjoy it. Make wishes on the stars in the nighttime sky. I love this one because you know I love stars. Maybe before you go to bed at night, look out at the moon, at the stars, and make a wish. Or maybe that's your quiet time to pray. Thank you for listening, Mama said. We hope you will remember. Papa winked and whispered, we know this is a lot for you to think about. Audrey did a backward somersault and smiled. He was excited to go out into the world with what he had just learned. Wait for me, he shouted to his friends. So his papa and his mom taught him these lessons before he went out to go with his friends because they were lessons they wanted him to remember so that he could be himself and he could make good choices. Before he swam away, he turned back to his parents and said, I will remember. Mama kissed Artie on the top of his head. There's only one you in this great big world, she said. Because moms and dads love us so much, and even teachers love you. And we teach you these things because we want you to remember them and show others these choices, right? These ideas. Make it a better place. So there's only one you. There's only one of me. But we have the power to change the world, to make things better, to maybe make somebody who's sad and making a frowny face to cheer them up. Just like we talk about how a smile can totally change somebody's day. You have that power to make someone smile, to make their day better, or even more. You can do anything you set your mind to. So there's only one you. And what I would like to do for this art project is you can find a rock, maybe outside your house or maybe on a walk that you take. Make sure you ask mom and dad if you can use them if they're from your house. And you're going to use paint or maybe markers, whatever will work that you have at your house, and decorate that rock. You can make it a fish and make it unique. You could make it to look like you. You can make it a beautiful sun, anything unique. It's not going to be the same as anyone else's. You're going to design that rock. You can maybe use a sharpie to write your name on it. You can choose to keep it at your house, or if you would like to add it to my collection of Mrs. Glaire's class of unique fish, you can leave it on the by Mary at the front of school, and I will pick it up and I will start adding it to my collection. And then when you come and visit me in my classroom next year or a million years from now, I will keep those rocks so that I can be reminded and I can teach my next class about how we're all unique, how we're all special, and how we can change the world, especially with God in our hearts. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful story. Maybe you learned some lessons and got some ideas about what you can do today or what you can do to change the world. And I'd love to see the rocks that you create if you want to keep it at your house. And I will definitely be keeping an eye out for them at school. I miss you all. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day.